Hello, hello, sí. Hello, 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 sí. Hello, hello.
Cut to the audience or no? Or just play that again? Okay. Cut to the audience. Hey, there we are! There we are! Here we are! We are live right here at the old Seneca 2D stream, right here at Seneca Polytechnic. For the first time, technically, we're polytechnically hosting this live stream. Here I am, picture in picture. There I am, and there you are, folks. So welcome. So what this is, if you guys don't know, this is the Seneca 2D stream. We make cartoons, and we make cartoons that are supposed to be 3.5 minutes, but somehow balloon to 8 minutes. But that's okay, because we're here to watch them, and we're here to watch them live. And that's the beauty of making cartoons, is watching things live in front of a live audience, as well as live streaming. And we have Michael and what's the other dude? Johnny. And they're here from the Event Media Productions program to help us live stream today. So let's give it up for them. We have a few more thanks to throw around. We're gonna throw out all kinds of thanks. We're thanking our president, David Agnew. We're thanking Kurt, our dean. We're thanking John Goodwin, our new chair. We're thanking Sean Craig, our coordinator. We're thanking all the 2D teachers, which Anda wrote down, so if you get your name missed, Ryan and Anda and Ashley and Matt and David and Jim and Rui and Mike and Steph and Dave. Give it up for the 2D stream faculty. Now, we're here to watch cartoons, but we're doing a bit of a send-off, a bit of a thanks to a couple legacy items here at Seneca. And we're gonna pull our good buddies Werner and Zub up to the front. Sean's gonna say a few words, and then we're gonna have those guys. So give it up for Sean and Zub. Hey, Werner, come on up.
Hi, everybody. Jim, sorry. Werner, sorry. But, you know, since we have everyone gathered here, we just wanted to say a massive thank you to these two individuals. I mean, Werner, Werner taught me.
He taught all of us.
I kind of taught everybody. Like, Werner, I think, he taught Rui. Werner actually told me just a couple minutes ago that his very first class teaching at Sheridan College, his first student was Rui. And on his last day today, he ended it with Rui.
And somehow he stayed teaching.
So, yeah, Jim, you ran the animation program here for 15 years.
Yes.
Yep.
I have the scars to prove it.
Yeah, and the gray hair, and I'm starting to get the gray hair as well. But, you know, this program would not be what it is without the dedication of these two gentlemen standing to my left. And we're so just honored to have worked with you and been taught by you. So we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So please take a moment to show some appreciation to these two guys right here.
You notice that they're all taller than me. Yeah, shrinking. Whoa, I'm sorry. I didn't expect this. But look, what is fantastic? Look around you. This is so amazing. Look at this room. All these stories, all these dreams, all this is all in this room. Wow. It's been such a privilege to be in this place. In 2003, I came here thinking I'll do a year or two. 20 years later, I had to call it. I just say, okay, I gotta step away, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss you guys because an incredible room of power, of energy, of dreams, of just. It's been a privilege to teach you guys. I'm sorry if you need therapy now. I didn't mean to, but. Yeah, earlier in the hallway when I bumped into Rui, and just the realization while I was standing there, like, my very first class at Sheridan, 3,000 years ago. Sorry, Rui. There was Rui in my class, and here's the guy that never finished his degree because I wasn't going to teach, and I never have. I've only shared, and I'm so happy to have shared with you guys. So thank you very much, and I'm handing it over to Zub because I got to get out of here. Okay.
The Godfather of animation.
So, thank you. I was supposed to take a sabbatical back in 2020, and we had a big gathering in the other room there, and I was all excited, and then stuff happened for some reason, and that got delayed by 4 years to the day, but now I'm taking a teaching sabbatical. I've been here for 20 years, and I was coordinator for 15 of them. And that just seems crazy to me, because that was supposed to be a one-year thing as well. So Joanne asked me to look after the program for a year, and then she would come back and pick it back up. And then 14 years later, I handed it over to very, very capable, Sean. And it's been an incredible ride. This whole time has been an incredible ride. I told Werner, so I have to tell you a Werner story really quick. Werner would come to my office all the time, and he would tell me it was his last year. Every time, we'd be getting to March, and he would set up an appointment with me usually, or he'd stop by, and he'd close the door very seriously and say, Zub, it's time. And the first time he did it, it freaked me out. I got chills. And I said, Vern, I don't know if I can run this program without you. I don't know what it would be like. You've been my teacher. You've been a mentor to so many amazing people. I don't know if I can handle that. No, I know, but you guys will find a way. You've got the strength. And he would give me a little pep talk, and then he would walk away. And then I would put him on the schedule again. And then he would just show back up. And I just knew if I just kept doing that, he would just keep showing up. And we would just never talk about it until March the following year. And he would just walk into my office, and he would go, I know you think that I will come back in September, but I can't. You have to understand it's time for me to retire. And I would say, I understand, Vern. And each year I tried to hide my smile a little more as our very own Miyazaki would, go forth and tell me he was retiring again, and then he would come back. But this time he gave me a look, and I'm not even in charge, and I could tell there was a difference in all the right ways. And we wish him all the best. And he is going to be... That doesn't mean he gets away, just so you know. He's going to come back and do, guest lectures and things like that, and we'll force him to come to these screenings in the future and stuff like that, because that will be the way that's going to go. I joke around, and when we do Sketch Jam or things like that, I will say, it's great to see the kids. You guys are my kids. I know it's corny. I don't care. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter, 15 years worth of grads. Some of you are fellow staff members and teachers, and I can't remember when you graduated, so I assume you all are really good friends with each other, because that's what it feels like to me. So thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for making this the best.
All right. Thank you, Zub. Thank you, Werner. You guys, Rui, and the rest of everybody, thank you. We're going to get into the cartoons. Enough with these thank yous of these wonderful, lovely people. We're going to get into cartoons with senseless violence, with rock and roll, all kinds of blood and fire and things. So, are you guys ready? Very ready. Okay. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to pull down the director of each film. They're going to introduce it. They're not going to give anything away. We're going to watch the cartoon, and then we're going to pull the team, and they're going to share 10 minutes of behind the scenes of what's going on. So it's a little bit of sneak peek of what's happening. We're going to pull down Jenny first off from Paint It. Jenny, get on. Get on down here. So tell us, Jenny, how'd you get this idea, and what are we about to see?
I started developing this idea actually during the summer, and I don't know about you guys, but after watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I was a different person. From that moment, I was like, I need to do this. I don't have 900 workers under my name, but I need to do this. So, yeah, and I know I love action. I know I love graffiti, so from the very beginning, I know like I want to make something exciting. I want to make something entertainment, like just entertaining. And yeah, I'm really, really, really proud from the bottom of my heart of all the hard work our group has done. From so much help from like many, many different people, from music to alumni to like animation and all sorts of things. I have never been this grateful to the people around me, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy this. Okay. So our film is about a graffiti girl named Emma Starr trying to find the perfect place to, vandalize, paint her image. And but sadly, it turns out the perfect place she found was occupied by a evil, bad scream. That's the antagonist of the story. So the showdown begins, and we will find out if she ever gets to paint her final image at the end.
Okay, we're going to... They can't hear the audio? Well, our boys will be on it. Boys, get that audio in there. Well, you did a great job. We'll pull it in. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Give us a thumbs up in the live stream if you can hear us. Can they hear it? They can hear now? They can hear it now. They can hear it now. All right, we're great. So let's shut down these lights and let's play a cartoon. Can you shut these down? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We got Paint It, and we're watching the 2D stream right here at Seneca Polytechnic.
So tell me how it's supposed to go. That you're in my world and no one knows. You've got the power, I gave you the key. Why are you hurting me? My love, my patience, how I get kind. You lend me a shoulder, now you act cold. I'm not the same, but you make me a sinner. You break the day, leaving no picture. Oh, leave me broken. I'm tears. I'm not the same, but you make me a sinner. You break the game, always leaving no big one. Don't leave me broken, I won't back down. I'm fearless, I'm fearless. I know I can beat this. I know I can beat this. I know I can beat this.
Give it up one more time. Wow, what a shot. What a film. Let's get the team. Come on, team. Come on down. Got the whole Paint It team. Come on down. Can we throw those guys on? We don't want those. Not those. Not those. Not those. Can we do it just like that? Is that okay, or is that not good? Okay, you guys come on over here. And then we'll have your slides up.
Yeah, I will be in charge of the slides. Why are you guys so tall? I'll just get this off of this thing. Hi, everyone. So that was Paint It. What did you think? Okay, so this is our horizontal poster. Wowie, amazing. This is the film you just watched. Okay, and I hope you guys were paying attention. Where's the mouse? Not again. Do I hit enter? Barney, I need your help. It's on that side. Oh, okay, so, okay, thank you. Okay, so you just watched Paint It. It was about Emma Starr, a young graffiti artist who has run out of places to paint. Oh no. In a monochromatic city that she lives and calls home. Her search for the perfect campus leads her deeper into the city, where she encounters the city villainous ruler, the screen. Can Starr complete her masterpiece before the screen finishes her off? I wonder. I think we just found out. Oh no! A blue screen! He's back! No! Okay, next. Just kidding. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pass it off to Jenny, our director. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm Hannah, the production manager for Paint It. Sorry, I was just talking a lot. So I'm just gonna pass it off to Jenny so she can explain her side.
Okay. Hello again. Well, for those in the stream that did not hear what I said before, yes, I had this idea since summer. This is heavily inspired by Spider-Verse, and yeah, I really want to make something that I'm passionate for, and this is what I'm passionate for, and I'm so happy that this got passed down to our group, that this is like everything we're passionate for the past 9 months, which is technically our child now. So, and yeah, I'm really proud of everything we have done so far. Thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna pass it over to Cass. Give me a Cass. Let me move this out of the way.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cass. I was storyboard lead alongside our director, Jenny. So our job was basically to take Jenny's amazing idea and concept and bring it to the screen, decide on the angles, the shots that you would actually see in the film. So on the left there is some of my original thumbnails, and then on the right is when it ended up being in what you might have seen at the Leica screening. Yeah, it was just so much fun interpreting this like wacky idea, getting so much inspiration from Spider-Verse and Rise of the TMNT, and so many cool things that you can steal little bits from. Yeah, there was so much cut out that you guys didn't see. That was the hardest part, was cutting out little Easter eggs and fun jokes that we couldn't make it into the final because it was already so long. And Barney was gonna kill us. But yeah, I'm just so proud of how it turned out of our team.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I was the character design lead for the film. My main job was to take Jenny's concept art of Star and then move her around so that she could be riggable and animatable. The thing that I was having the most trouble with was her hair in a rotation. We wanted it to look like a star, but have you ever seen a star rotate? Probably not. So yeah, there was tons of explorations, like nitpicking, like really fine-tuning stuff. I also did some alternate hair possibilities, hairstyles. And we took inspiration from like Sonic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, basically just a bunch of like 90s anime. And eventually we came up with the star you all know and love today.
Okay, Eden, come all down.
Hi, I'm Eden. I was the rigging lead for this film. So most of the character animations you saw, they were made like puppet based, and the animators made it animated with those puppets. So I was obviously in charge of bringing both Jenny and Sophie's design alive, so you can actually animate it. Not that all the animation was rigged; it was 90% rigged, 10% like hand drawn and PNGs by Sophie. And I obviously couldn't do any of the rigging without help from the rigging team, which is Mara and Linnet. Mara did like half of the rigs while I did the other half. But yeah, so I was in charge of Star and the bots and the pigeon, and Mara was in charge of all the props. And I'll pass it on to Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I did prop design. I did prop design. I did the spray paint, the box, and the sketchbook. The spray paint and the box were mostly like just following Jenny's designs. Okay. But the sketchbook, I kind of mostly did myself. I had a lot of fun doing it. I had Sonic in there, Among Us. I had a lot of fun things. So yeah. Also rigged the sketchbook. So cool.
Okay, our layout leads are coming on down. Bobbin, come here. You're gonna be next.
So me again. I was one of the layout leads for this film, along with Robin B, our art director. We had quite a struggle with layout, but I'm so glad that this is the result that we came up with. Our VizDev lead, Ali, give it up to Ali. She came up with the style, and we just took from her style and simplified it, so make sure.
Yeah, I'm thankful for Jenny and Robin and Ali for conjuring up a very cohesive and coherent style. I'd say one or two layouts, like by this one, I didn't even need to refer to the style Bible. And this one was like, I'd say the most complicated from line list to paint that I did. And then the bottom one, I'd say is the most complicated in general, but I just did the paint. Jenny did the block out, and Robin helped me add some depth to it.
Woo! And now we're gonna talk about our color cookies. Come here, Robin.
Hi guys, I'm Robin B, also known as Bobbin on this production, since there were two Robins. And I was the art director, and so because of that, I also got the amazing chance to work on the color script. I feel very lucky to have worked on this. It was like a huge honor and also a challenge to work on. I took a lot of inspiration from the Promare color scripts when I worked on this. I did a lot of research on like other films' color scripts as well, because I'd never worked on anything like this before. And the boarding team made it really, really easy to figure out which specific story moments were like key in building the color script. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, it was really amazing to have a chance to influence like what the emotions would look like visually on the screen, and be part of the story that way.
Come on, animators, don't be shy.
Hello, I'm Amy Lee. I got pulled onto this production out of my 1-year break from school. But I'm really glad I got to work on Paint It. Hey, look, here's a shot I did. This one was actually hand-drawn. When it was passed to me, we were kind of like trying to think about like, do we want to do this one hand-drawn or should we do it rigged and then switch into a PNG? So I was like, all right, let me try and see if I can find some reference or some, you know, where they do something similar in a different kind of media. And I was like, hang on, where have I seen this before? Yeah, this is the puppet jump scare. So that's been in the corner of my screen for the entire time animating this. But yeah, it was a nice change of pace between my rigged shots, but I did a couple of those too. I'm gonna pass this on to the leads who helped me a lot.
Hello, my name is Linnet. I am one of 2 Annie leads on Paint It. This was one of my shots for the film. It was by far the most technically complicated out of all of them, with all the perspective involved and tracking everything. The image on the right is what it looked like when it wasn't rendered.
Oh god.
As you can see, if you squint, you might be able to see the camera frame right over her eyes. As Annie lead, I had 2 main jobs. One was to overlook everyone else's animation to make sure we were stylistically consistent. My other job was we had 4 levels of difficulty of shot on this film: easy, medium, hard, and you want to kill the director. And it was my solemn duty to solely animate you want to kill the director level shots. So thank you, Jenny.
Hello, I'm Robin I, or Iobin, for not to be confused with Robin B. So yeah, this is my shot that I'm really proud to present. Yeah, she does the spinny thing, and that was impressive. Yeah, this shot was a collaborative effort. I know that Mara finished the smear of the bots for me, which is a great time save. Yeah. And so she also did the PNGs of the rolling star in there, which was very an essential part to this film. I personally didn't find it funny. It was a cool thing that she's doing flips in air, but apparently my group found it really funny. It's like, okay, that's cool too. Yeah, I'll pass it off to sound.
Thank you so much. I can't believe you did not find that funny. Okay. Okay, so now we are bringing in our sound team. Woo! They were so graciously accepting of our DMs of asking them to help because they are not Seneca students, they're just professionals. Oh, yes, one used to go here. Okay, woo! Okay, so Jacob's gonna take it away. He was our sound editor. Go ahead, Jacob.
Hi, guys. I was asked to do this, and Jenny and Hannah were so enthusiastic, and seeing and hearing the whole team, they're all just so into it. How could I not? It's such a cool thing. That was my first time seeing it. So sick. They were like, Jacob, send me things that you want to include because they're cool. This was a snippet of like the blue robots, and all the like lines changing are, oh, sorry. Yeah, thanks. Are like automating things to make it sound like they're moving. I might have made it too loud because it kind of got a bit crunchy, but it's cool and it sounds like they're moving. Yeah. Oh, I put a QR code if you wanted. I took my favorite sounds and put them in a folder. So if you want, those are there. Yeah. The big explosions at the end were very fun. It's easy to do when the whole thing is beautiful. So Yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to Ken, who kind of carried it with the music.
Thank you. My name is Ken. You can also call me Ming. I'm not sure if we have a slide for music, but yeah, I want to thank Hannah and Jenny for taking me on for this project. And I was just really inspired by these visuals, and my mind immediately went to the kind of almost like cyberpunk meets J-rock kind of aesthetic. And so that's kind of what I was playing in the realm of. And funnily enough, a song as a producer I was working on with Dani Saudo here happened to fit the mold like perfectly. So I'm gonna pass it off to her to explain the song.
Hello, everyone. Yo, paint it? That's crazy. So I'm the singer in this song. It's coming out with our film and TV project called Milk and Honey, which will be available at midnight everywhere. I wrote the song and I didn't even know that this existed, but then like literally a day after, Ken was like, I'm doing music for this thing. Can I put it, it's already in it, but like, can I put it in? And I saw it and I saw like the rough storyboards and I was already like, holy crap, this is so special. This is so important and this is so exciting, especially as I used to go here like to this building. I was in IMP, I was in IPS, and then I was in business here, and I remember being in those classes and being like, I really want my song to be in like movies and animated stuff. And like, can we say manifestation? I got a free music video. And I will do it again. I will do it again. Basically, this project has been so cool to see, and I'm just so glad that I could be a part of it, and so proud of these two. I think, is this your first time like scoring? This is his first time scoring, and this is his first time doing like sound effects, and I got the very nice privilege to see both of them freaking out at the middle of the night, like, oh no, they can hear the ambience too loud, or what is that thing that sounds like a phone vibrating? And it was just so cool to see the process, and I'm really glad to be here. Thank you, guys.
Hello, I will speak on behalf of our amazing 3D students that helped us. Shout out to Cody, Vanna, Yakira, and Thomas for constructing, building the city, rendering it, texturing it, animating the camera move for that sick shot at the end. Because for the longest time, we did not know how that shot was going to be made. The longest time, we did not know, will we keep that shot? Because we've seen the like up, but we were like, if we don't have time, we will just cut it. We'll never have that 3D camera. But they pulled us through. They carried the team. And all I needed to do is to use the UV map they provided me and actually paint it. You know, the film. I am just like Star. Painted the city and textured it on. And I hope you guys like the final product because I'm really proud of it. It really fits in our style with our Leana's layout and just like it all came together. So yeah. Sorry, still me. I have a lot of slides here, I just realized. Okay. So comping, this is the thing that caught us by surprise because we didn't realize how long it is for us to comp. We comped our entire film in AE for most of the parts, and me and Robin, Robin B, our other comping lead, figured out how to use AE in the last 2 days, and in the past 1 week, we comped this entire film, changed the color scheme completely, and added edge light to absolutely everything, and chromatic aberration onto every frame. So I had a lot of fun comping a lot of the explosions in there. These effects are made by our talented effects helper from second year. Oh my god, I'm having a freeze. Wait, what?
Harmon, Arusha, and Ryan, our effects teacher, helped us so much during this process because we just started learning effects this semester. Here I am, sorry. I see you, I got you, I got you. Okay, so they really pulled us through, and the end results are amazing. So we cannot thank you guys enough. Okay, so there's another comp shot. So Bobbin, come and talk about your comp shot.
So, oh, hello. Okay. So yeah, I got a chance to work on pretty much the final act of the film and comp all of those shots where Star is just kind of recovering and looking at her final painting. And I really wanted to bring the feeling of Star, like experiencing her creativity and her artwork come to life. And it was really great because as I was comping this in my room for like hours in the middle of the night, I was also thinking about like how this is just like us working on our film and seeing it come to life. And I just really wanted to put that feeling into this shot. And so I hope that it came off.
You're gonna make me cry. And you might be wondering, how is this all possible in 6 to 9 months? I will tell you, spreadsheets. Okay, so these are just a fraction of the amount of spreadsheets that the production manager, which is me, had to make. So I won't get into it too much because there is a lot, but these are just about, I don't know, about seven spreadsheets I've had to make and to track each and every of the 120 shots that we've had. So I cannot be any, like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna start crying. I cannot be any more prouder than all of you guys for like helping out and, you know, looking and understanding, yeah, there's a big thank you of all of us, of being on this team, working so hard for the last 6 months, being an amazing team to work with, being excited to see every single day. You guys have put your hearts and souls into this, and like, congratulations, we did it!
I will say, we could not make this film without Hannah. That's just confirmed. We could not make this film without all of Hannah's organization, all of Hannah's support, all of those spreadsheet trackers, everything down to the nails. Hannah did so much, and we appreciate every single help she ever given us. Clap for Hannah. Give it up for Hannah!
Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna pass it back to Barney now. Sorry for the tears.
Hey, keep it alive for these guys as they receive. Thank you. Thank you, and get out of here. Thank you. Thank you. And get out of here. All right, we're going to pull the director down. We're also going to change the audio. So maybe we can make this mono into stereo. We're going to try to do that. It's movie magic here, folks. But we're pulling in. So the next film is Pooch. So we're bringing Aberdeen. Come on down. We'll keep things rolling. But it's great. This is the miracle. This is a miracle of live television from Seneca Polytechnic right here. We got a bunch of grads in the house here. Put your hand up if you're a grad of this program. Grad of this program. Give it up for those grads. Oh, Asaze's down in the front too. Amazing. Okay. Maybe we got stereo and we're going to give it over to Aberdeen. Tell us. Tell us the secrets.
All right. So, a lot of tears shed. Another hand for Painted. That was good, guys. Our block, we were in the same block together, so it was cool to see it all together. Anyway, hi, I'm Aberdeen. I was the director of Pooch, the film you're about to see. Yeah, woo! So about the film's history, fun fact, originally this idea came to me for a pitch when I saw a Japanese drum show, which is definitely not what it ended up. And I was like, wait a second, I don't know anything about Japanese drumming, but I do know about, you know, like rock music and like indie stuff and like gorillas, and I like that stuff. So, yeah, once I had that concept, I was like, friendship problems. We all have those, you know. And then it became a big melding pot of everyone's ideas. Shout out to the team. I love you guys. It was really awesome to get to work with everyone. And yeah, I'm very proud of what we created. It was definitely a roller coaster. A lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears in this film, and rock and roll and music. But yeah, I'm just excited to show you guys the final project. What's it about? Okay. Yeah, so this film, okay, so we follow the titular character Fifi, who is a dog. Yes, this film has furries in it. And she's in a rock band with her old high school buddies. However, there's one member that she used to be friends with, but not anymore. So awkwardness and just just drama ensues, which spirals into a very epic battle of the bands. And it's like, will they be friends or will it just end in more tears? So we're gonna find out. Yay!
Amazing. Okay, we're going to get geared up for Punk Pooch. Let's do it. Shut down the lights, roll the camera, get out of the way. Keep it going for Punk Pooch.
Fifi, I was getting worried you wouldn't make it to our big reunion show.
Sorry, saw a squirrel. You know how it is, Janice. Where's the others? Oh, is she here yet?
Oh, Tilly, she's just getting ready. Go say hi.
Hey, Tilly. Look, I know we didn't part on the best of terms. I heard what happened at your last show. Dog knows I wouldn't be able to handle that kind of crowd. Hey, I mean, can't please everyone, right? I'm sure you play great out there.
Listen, Fifi, I don't need your pity, okay?
What? No, we've just been worried about you.
Worried that I'll mess up the show? That I'll ruin what you guys have going? You don't even know the half of it.
Hey guys, done chatting around in 5. Fifi, you look worried.
Just a bit of stage fright, you know how it goes. Right, Thieves?
Yeah, I guess. Aw, I'm glad you're looking out for each other. I guess Darcy and I will meet you on stage.
Do me a favor and don't get in my way. See you on stage.
Rock and roll over for Hot Pooch! 1, 2, 3, 4. so much fun.
Tilly, what are you doing with our merch?
Getting rid of Juck for my move. Right. I didn't tell you. I'm finally going solo. This band can't hold me back anymore. Besides, I've always worked there alone.
I would do fine without you. I would do fine without you.
I love you, Punk Pooch!
Thank you. You're too kind.
You leech! Well, you're just using us!
For Doug's sake, Fifi, quit making things up.
Oh, seriously? No. I understand now. We've been here for you since day one, Tilly. Day one! You're only here because it's convenient for you and your career. It's always been about that, hasn't it? We're your friends, Tilly. Yet you haven't reached out to us in years. Not even once.
Why does that matter? Why should I have to put up with your constant whining? You've always been so clingy. I'm doing you a favor even showing up to this gig.
Is this part of the show? I have no idea.
Now get off the stage. You're embarrassing yourself. Now, where were we? Come on, are we playing or what?
My dog, Fifi. Oh, my Tilly. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Guys, can't we just talk it out? Shut up.
Doggy pal!
Darcy, how do we stop them? No. I didn't mean like that. Oh, no.
I love you, Seneca!
I'll run your slide.
Thank you. Those gogs have it rough, don't they? Woo! All right. I love you, Punk Pooch. All right. Oh yes, yes, because you're second. All right, so that was our film. That was our child for the past since September. So it's been quite a bit. Hope you guys liked it. Big shout out to Chris, our music guy. He's in the crowd there. Chris, yeah. As well as all the alumni, teachers, and just everyone in general. Also people from the voice acting. Shout out to Gabrielle for doing the voice of Tilly. Woo! As well as Junie and Junie as well, who is a second year in the crowd as well. Anyway, now we're gonna be explaining how some of the things were made, as well as some inside looks, nice and exclusive, for some of the background of the film. Yep. So like with most projects, inspiration is probably one of the first cornerstones of developing a story. In this case, a lot of early 2000s graphic cartoons, video games, and even music, and also Sonic, a lot of Sonic, were some of the main inspirations for the development of the film. Shout out to that music video, Freak of the Week. That's a really good music video, but really cool animation. Everyone go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, so a lot of places we pulled from, as well as with going back to the point about friendship, you know, all of us dealing with friendships drifting away, either naturally or by an incident, in this case, you know, and just the anger or sadness and just really all over the place feelings about it. But it was really fun to try to implement that through music, and well as visuals. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it off to Lex, who was our character lead. Woo! Give it up for Lex.
Hello. This thing's actually blinding me. Hold on. So, the characters in our film came a long way from their first iterations after doing a ton of different explorations for different ways we could go about pushing the designs and having their personalities like clear in the way they look. So obviously along the way we made like a lot of important changes. So for example, like Janice went from just being like a short-haired chihuahua to a papillon dog, and then we also like pushed some like specific color associations for each of them and like little symbols and stuff, just like yeah, sorry. So we really wanted to push for a simple 2D graphic look with the characters. In each iteration, we really tried to make that come through. And yeah, I will pass it off to Aberdeen again, who now will go one by one and kind of explain what each of us were up to during these past few months.
Hooray! All right. So once again, hello, it's me again. So I had the opportunity to direct, animate, help with storyboard as well as the flashback illustrations for the rendering of those. Shout out to Eleanor, who was an alumni who did some really awesome effects animations for some of the shots I had the opportunity to animate. Overall, every time I close my eyes, I literally had a dream about these dogs last night. I was like going to sleep. I'm like, what am I going to say over the presentation? And then just Fifi in my mind 24/7 now. So it's going to be quite a while to recover and to go back to my old habits of not thinking about these dogs every day. But, you know, say la vie. So yeah, cool opportunity. Once again, bottom of my heart, thank you for everyone who helped on the film. It was a really cool experience, and I actually haven't. Well, I didn't see the film until now, actually, because we were doing the editing last night, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. So I did. You blew me away, guys. Good job. Okay, I'm really awkward. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pass it on to Natalie now, who was the production manager, and she's gonna explain some of the stuff she got to work on. Hooray!
Okay, thank you, Aberdeen. That was amazing. Okay, okay, so my name is Natalie. I'm the production manager for Punk Pooch. And other than like pestering the group and like pinging in every day and like hunting people down, I also, even though I didn't need to do that much, you guys were very like on track on everything. I also did some animation, and these are the ones I'm most like proud of from the film. It's very funny. I know Lex got a guitar. It was very embarrassing to do the one of Fifi falling to the floor playing that guitar. Because, yeah, gotta have the references, right? And I also helped with layouts, some illustrator art, and with the poster paintings and some of the flashbacks backgrounds. Yeah, I know Alex made the entire. Alex did the vertical and Aberdeen the. Oh my god, the horizontal, and I just like painted in, and it was very amazing to work on them. But I'm very proud of the final result, thanks to our comp team as well for all the hard work. And thank you, everyone.
Hi, my name is Sophia, but my friends call me Soph, and I was the layout lead of Pooch, and part of my job was designing the main venue that the film takes place in, which is the Pound. And we wanted to give the Pound its very own personality, because we wanted to imply this place had a history and was very important to the two characters. So it went through a lot of iterations and versions, and these were the finals that we came up with. I was in charge of making shoebox views and just making sure everything ran smoothly in the layout pipeline. And I've also attached a layout that I'm proud of. This bird's eye view was kind of difficult, but thank you. We had Miramar do some 3D for us, so I was able to like cross-reference. And yeah, I'm very happy I got a chance to do this, and I'm very thankful that my team was so trusting in me, trusting me with such an important role. And next, I'll pass it on to Lex. Hi again, guys. So I was the animation and character design lead on this film, and these are a few of the pics that I wanted to show to you guys today. I also helped out a bit with some rigging, the colors for the film, and everyone pretty much had a hand in comp. But yeah, so up top you can see all these like clips going on, and that one up there is definitely the one that shortened my lifespan the most. Just because of all the different moving parts that's happening. But because of that, we really had to like take it step by step. And I know a lot of you guys are animation students, so I don't have to like explain the pipeline, but for those who are like parents or aren't like super familiar, before we even start animating, we have to take some reference footage so that we can get believable motion and stuff to reference from. And actually, we have a guitar with it. I'm not gonna hold that. I have one hand actually. Thank you. Yeah. So for a lot of the scenes, we, like I said, had to record some reference footage. And the program coordinator for the music program here lent us this guitar to record some scenes with. You can kind of see it pop up a little bit in some of the process clips that I have there in the corner. It's very like faded out, because whatever. But yeah, we did not destroy the guitar though for one of the scenes. But that was my little ramble about the process for it. And at the bottom, I have like a few of my other contributions with like the colors and some of the rigs I worked on. Yeah, that one over there is also my dog named Bungo, and so he got a little cameo. But yeah, I had like such a fun time working on this film, and it was such like, I'm so proud of everyone. Yeah, thank you. And I will be passing this off to our other animation lead, Adelaine, where I would have literally been like on the floor dead if I did not have you helping out with everything. Thank you so much. Go ahead, thank you.
Hi, okay. Hi, I'm Adelaine Rodriguez. I help to lead in animation as well as comp, but I also helped in other departments, if you can see some of my work there. But yeah, to talk more about comp, we decided to do everything in harmony. Big mistake. it took like 5 hours to render one of the scenes. Yeah. Anyways, it did offer a lot of learning. Is it going? Sorry. It did offer a lot of learning in terms of this, like getting to know the program and like actually, I don't know, doing stuff. And despite all of the limitations and the crashes and whatnot, I liked how the shots went out, especially this scene. Very dramatic. Anyways, yeah, that's all. Alex.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. You can call me Alex. I was working alongside Adelaine as another comp lead. I hate comping. It was fun at first, but then when the rendering and waiting and staying at the school until 10, getting home at 12, it was not fun. But I'd say it was all worth it in the end, seeing it all come together. In the early stages of the film, I helped write the story. I helped draw a few storyboard drawings, and I also lined some layouts that we have over here. I also rigged Darcy's base and roughed out the vertical poster that we have for our film. Here are a few character animations scenes that I did. Again, like the process was fun. There were also moments that it was not fun, but but again, it was awesome working with everyone else. It was like I would probably like faint and die if I did this alone. So it was pretty cool. And I will now pass it on over to Nick.
Barney asked me to wear the guitar, and for a good reason, for what I'm about to tell you. So, I'm Nicholas Washington. I am the team's rigging lead. However, I also helped in prop design, animation, a little bit of comp, and also did helped on the audio mixing team. So a little bit about the, kind of a funny thing about the props is so that I quickly became the film's resident music nerd. So, and what that entailed really was kind of at least just bringing in realism to like the equipment that these characters use. Mainly, aside from just like taking inspiration from just actual guitar makes and sort of incorporating that within the world of Punk'd Pooch, do you know how hard I needed to fight for within the design department to give these guitars 6 strings? The amount of people that wanted me to simplify, that wanted us to simplify it to get 4 strings or 3 strings. Well, at that point, it's what, are they all just bassists? Like, I mean, we can't make a cartoon about music without making it accurate to the music that they're playing. There you go. And so, aside from that little snippet, so my main focus was more so the rigs. So I worked on Fifi, Tilly, and also I cranked out that Barney rig in about a day. Best work, honestly, there. And you know, beforehand, during the Leica stream, I mentioned, man, do we have our work cut out for us? And we don't have the luxury of having a big team, so we really needed all hands on deck to get the rigs out. And you know, we gave it that good old Polytechnic try, and it served us well in the end. We made it. However, with that, it's that what I've learned, I think, from being a lead is that your job is never really finished because, well, the rigs are kind of like our children. You know, we've raised them up, we've brought them into this world, and they cause all sorts of mischief for the animators to try and fix. So the animation department has to come to the rigging team. It's like, hey, Fifi's arm is doing a funny thing, and I can't fix it. Please, like, look at it. So that was more so it. And I guess, like, and you know, a lot of us are in the, like, at least in the room, are in the animation department. But for those who are watching, at least, like, you know, maybe this is your first time seeing at least a big glimpse into just what goes on behind, like, these walls to make these cartoons. I just want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, cartoons are serious business, and don't you forget it. With that, I will pass it on to Katya now.
How's everyone doing today? My name is Katrina Sophia. You guys can call me Katya for short. And oh, sorry. Okay. And I was part of the animation and rigging team in the Punk'd Pooch production. Though I was a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere, really. So let's get straight to it, shall we? So, I was responsible for rigging up Fifi's guitar, as well as the broken neck nub piece when she actually breaks the guitar, and I also did Emma Star's rig, one of the reference characters to the other film, specifically painted. Love you guys, by the way. You guys are amazing. So, yeah, moving on to animation, the 3 shots you see above are the 3 that I'm most proud of, and the ones that I worked, some of the ones that I worked on. The one in the middle, I did the main character animation for that one. So yeah, moving on, I also did help some. I also helped out with comp, putting together lighting and the highlights and everything, as well as helped the SFX and the audio by doing the first, 33.33% of the film, like putting it together. So yeah, that's the story of my film life in a nutshell. A bit of, okay. So Edan unfortunately is no longer with us because he's in Coachella. So don't worry, don't worry, lads. He's all fine and good. He wasn't able to make it to the premiere. So yeah, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean. But that doesn't mean that his work goes unnoticed, because he is the prop lead, and as the prop lead, without his work, we would have been in total shambles. I'll tell you that. Yeah, and yeah. So even though he's not here, he does have a message to tell all of y'all, which I'll be delivering on his behalf. Just give me a moment. It's just like, yeah, it's. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. Sorry, one hand. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, hi, I'm Edan. I worked on the layouts, animation, and prop design for Pooch. It's been lots of fun working on the film, but also very stressful. I mean, rightfully so. Huge thanks to the leads for their hard work on the film. It's been an honor working with such an amazing team and achieving what we did. So big thanks to Edan's work and contribution to the film, and also, and round of applause, not just to Edan, but to everybody else in this team. So yeah, with that, I will pass it back to our amazing director Aberdeen, and with that.
You're flattering me. Thank you. Woo! Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's our presentation. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and achieve your dreams. You can do it. I believe in you.
Congratulations. Don't forget your phone. Whose phone? Katya, your phone. All right, so we're going to keep rolling along. We're going to bring the director down for old Skipjack. So Dani, come on down. Now this is the biggest crew working on this film. It's called The Ballad of Skipjack Atticus. And their whole team came in costume. They're wearing cowboy hats, scarves. So give a little yip yip.
There's like paparazzi in front of me.
Howdy, y'all. So, my name is Dani, and I'm the director for The Ballad of Skipjack Atticus. And if you've been to any of the other previous screenings, you know that I usually begin this kind of presentation with a spiel about Red Dead. And actually, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but specifically about Red Dead, who I have to thank is my art director, Raph, because this all started because he streamed this Red Dead game for me, and I was like, you know what, I gotta play it, and now we're here. So thanks, Raph. So anyway, the Ballad of Skipjack and Atticus is about two cats who are about to go on a heist. They're gonna try and rob some people in a saloon. Will they succeed or will they get thrown into jail or somewhere worse? We'll find out.
All right, thank you, Dani. Give it up, folks. Let's kill the lights and roll.
Dusty roads at high noon. In fair meek spring, we lay our scene. Remember the rules, kid. Number 1, always play it cool. Number 2, I take the lead and start buttering up the crowd, and then
I pop out and swap all the goodies first, Mr. Skipjack. Like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
so much for rule number 1. It's fine, it's fine. We all start somewhere. Just stick to the plan, and this, why, this ought to be a cakewalk.
Whoa!
I knew I had to go back for her. It wasn't right, holding a poor woman hostage because of a debt her husband owed, but I knew I couldn't just go in guns blazing. I had to consider all my options here. So I waited until nightfall and climbed in through a window and made her look. She was all tied up, the poor thing. But it wasn't long till I got her free. Just when I was about to get us out of there, the door burst open. Started shooting up the place, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle.
Well, 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 what do we have here? Looks like I found your new sidekick. Skipjack, Skipjack, Skipjack. Same old story, same old lies. But bringing a kid into this, that's a new low.
Barkley! Funny running into you again.
Save it. I'll finally fetch a pretty penny for your hide and get a bone thrown in for the stray, too.
You know, I always love how you never back down from a chase.
Skipjack!
Mr. Skipjack?
What?
Who's Barkley?
He's only the most tenacious bounty hunter on this side of Rio. On my wanted poster, it says dead or alive. Well, Barkley? Oh, he wants it.
Get back here and finish what you started!
Whoa!
Okay, I think we lost him. Let's see what you snagged. Maybe we can use it to buy our way out of here.
Oh, I got plenty of goodies, Mr. Skipjack. See, I got us some buttons and some yarn and matches.
Lord Sheepsus, we're done for.
But the matches?
Matches ain't gonna cut it, kid. It's all junk.
I messed up, didn't I?
You did the best you could.
I did?
Yeah, your, priorities need work, but you got quick paws. You just need a little more polish is all.
Oh, Skipjack, all 9 of your lives won't mean nothing once I find you in the stray.
Psst, look.
I like your style, kid, but, I don't think liquid courage will help us now.
That's it? After all that prattling in the saloon, this is the best you can do? Son of a... you one day, Skipjack. You and that.
Not bad, kid. Not bad at all.
Thanks, Mr. Skipjack.
Oh, almost forgot. I grabbed this.
Ha! You and me, kid? I think we're gonna be just fine.
And we are back right here, the old Seneca Polytechnic with the old 2D stream. And we're going to learn from that last group. So pull in, come on, all you guys, you skipjackers. They got
super, super grateful to have a team. It's just like, they were all willing to go above and beyond for this silly little idea. I genuinely could not have asked for a better team than this. They are all stellar, and they are all willing to do everything and anything and even more. So I'm gonna pass it off to my production manager, Tiff.
I'm a production manager for Skipjack Atticus. By the way, my name's Tiffany, and I do a lot of the organizing and organizing meetings and a lot of behind-the-scenes work. So you will see me again. Me and Dani have been up all night with about 2 or 3 hours of sleep trying to get this film done for you guys. So I hope you all liked it.
I told y'all.
Maybe. Okay. Think the team. We have the largest team. We have 15 people, but everyone was so organized. We were able to make this all work, and I'm so thankful for everyone because you're so good at keeping to your own and doing your own organizing that you make my job really easy. And then you give me other problems like being HR. All right. Now, moving on to grad.
Did a lot of spreadsheets as well, so that was really, really fun. And I also got to help with layouts and did some painting and drawings as well. I want to pass it off to our rigging department because they also worked so fucking hard. I don't think it's rigging. Never mind, we're going to pass it off to characters.
Hi, I'm Bex. This is Kat. We're the leads for this film. Like Dani said, it was an ambitious project. I think we were very fortunate that Dani had really solid ideas when they pitched it, and I can speak from personal experience. They basically pitched it. If you know how the pitching process works, basically we did a series of presentations. The first time I saw Dani's presentation, I was like, I need to work on this film. I need to character design on this film because I just loved the idea. So it was a lot of process work. Basically, every single person, we have a team of like 15 people. Every single person on the team basically did an iteration. And if you were here for the Leica stream, you know kind of the process behind Skipjack and Atticus and Barkley. It was a lot of back and forth between the rigging team and the animation team. And then us, and then back and forth, back and forth. But really, our challenge this semester was, well, we thought we were kind of out of the woods, right? Because the 3 main characters are designed. And then I had to scrub through the Leica in the first 2 weeks, and it was like, oh my god, we have 26 background characters. And 17 of them are rigged. So Kat and I were in grind mode. We locked in. And we had a pipeline going, so Kat and I basically did a lot of the rough work, and then we passed it off to helpers. I don't know if you want to talk more about it. We were fortunate. We had a really strong team, and we worked together, and we were good with communication. And basically the main struggle was just trying to get everything done in the timeline. Like 26 characters is ambitious. Outside, and that's not even including like the Roadrunner or the main cast, so it's like 29. A lot. 1,700 characters is a lot, so shout out to the rigging team for killing it. And there they are. We're rigging next, right?
Yes.
it's fun working on the rigs. It's great.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. It's just the process of like finding something that works and then giving it to the animators, and you realize it doesn't actually work. And then Skipjack was kind of like a joint effort between me and Jodi, so that was kind of cute. Pardon me. So yeah, it's a lot of technical. I want to apologize to anybody who opened Skipjack's note. Amanda doesn't like that. You know, like we said, a lot of redoing work and figuring out what's best. We also had to create master controllers for our characters too. And I was whining the whole time making them, but they were like lifesavers during animation, so that was really great. Next slide. And yeah.
He's dark.
Having a lot of problems. We have like a channel in our Discord server, like a news channel, and so like during the animation production, people would post like horrible things they've done to the rig. Like Linnet was saying in the Pooch presentation, like these were kind of like our children. So imagine how me and Jodi feel. Horrible things. You know, the animation was great. So and yeah, like Tiffany was saying, we have a lot.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
We have 3
Yes.
characters, 14 background characters, rigs, and also 7 props. Every time I looked at those numbers, I want to throw up. Everybody on the team helped out, like Dani, Franz, and also Vex. Vex helped out a lot with bringing the characters, so I appreciate that. And we had a bunch of helpers too, so I want to thank them all sincerely. We couldn't have done it without their help.
Special thanks to our voice actors. We have Amy, Kyle, and you can't really see, but Bevo.
Stephen Rigsby.
Stephen Rigsby, yes, that's his name. The voices of our characters did an amazing work. Listening to their voices all the time has subconsciously given me an accent. And it was so fun. I know the entire script by heart, and your voices are amazing. Thank you so much.
I'll get us started. So me and Chris were the BG leads, and there were a lot of backgrounds that we had to do. We had the saloon, we had the town, and then we had the store. And then there were also color changes. So I focused more on like color stuff because that's my like strength. And so it was a lot of fun just kind of playing around with the like final color palette. Was pretty crazy. I'll go more into like the colors with the color keys, but it was also fun to play with the style. We kind of have like a relatively rough style. You can kind of fudge the perspective a bit, which made it easier. And for design stuff, I'll pass it on to Chris.
I'm Chris. I was the second layout lead. I just did a bunch of what this guy did. I designed a couple of stuff. I'd say the saloon, the general store, like a rough pass for the town once we realized we needed more room for them to chase each other around. And I also designed some props. Yeah. I had some pretty big shoes to fill. Big thanks to Sam and Raph because they taught me a lot during this process. I did a lot of learning on the job, and I'm so excited to learn even more. But yeah, it was a really fun journey trying to get a hang of the style that they both set out for me. Yeah. Huge thanks to the entire Just Biz Dev team. I learned a whole bunch from a whole bunch of different people. Yeah.
Hello again.
Hi.
Howdy. So I'm going to talk about storyboarding because I was also the story lead on this production in addition to being the director. Next slide. Yeah, so here are just some of the important story beats in. The way I kind of wanted, because I know in my team specifically, I know I have people on my team who do want to go into storyboards after leaving school. So I wanted to make sure that each person kind of had like something, like a whole sequence basically that they can claim that they did themselves and to be able to put on their portfolio. So the whole script after we had it locked down was divided between, how many are we? Okay, yeah, 6 boarders, including myself, and each of us were responsible for a sequence that we then put together. And it's actually really amazing to see how cohesive something can be, even though it's coming from like 6 different minds. But when you put it all together, it all makes sense. We kind of had a similar process for Sequence Week. Fun fact, Sequence Week, there's actually like 6 different cuts of that 30-second film. I mean, like little short, because everybody from the board team did their own pass at it. So there's 6 different versions that exist out there. We also had some cut stuff, because originally this film was 8 minutes. And then Zub started to raise alarms in writing class and be like, you probably shouldn't do that. And he was right. He was absolutely right. Because that 8-minute sequence, that cut sequence, did include a train. I know Cody is looking at me in shock right now because I would have made her like 3D model that. But yeah, but it was a really cool sequence, and like I guess one day I do want to explore what this film could have been if it was included in there. Because I remember one of the things, because Jaime was responsible for that sequence, the one that was cut. And I remember just like, there was a lot of back and forth of being like, how do we make this like surreal? Because it's supposed to be like Skipjack telling a story, right? But like animated. So like, how do we make this like surreal and dreamlike? Like, how far can we push that? But we ended up having to leave it on the cutting room floor. But that's okay.
Moving along.
Yes, I will pass it over to Sam.
Talked a bit about color, but this is the whole color script for the film. I've never done a color script before, and it was really fun to have the opportunity to kind of mess around and see how far I can push things. So we kind of have like a good amount of color changes, and I kind of kept them to each location, and then a few like gags, because we had that like really realistic hand, and then we had that like shiny watch, so those are all really fun. And yeah, I was just kind of playing around with making sure that everything works and flows together nicely. It was nice when we had characters go inside, because then I could change the colors without having to do like crazy comp stuff later on. And yeah, so like the saloon has to be like gross and grungy, but not like gross that you don't want to look at it. So I had to find like a nice in between there. And then the store should be like a bit more inviting, but also should be pretty dark for the scenes that happen there. And then like the outside should feel like a desert, because it is a desert, and it is like a semi-abandoned town. Like it's like a weird, like it's kind of dead. And so the sheriff's office is like, I made sure to like board it off, and that's like in the location design, but I have to kind of have that in the colors as well. And then that final scene has to be like really epic, because we want to, you know, it has to be like all the money shots are there. So there's just a lot of messing around with that. But that'll be
I'm basically representing all of the poor animators. And yeah, it was like a slog working on our leads, Leanna and Matt, basically put us through the ringer and revs over and over again, and then like yelling at me to read my shots. But yeah, it was tough, but it was worth it, because our shots turned out pretty nice. But yeah, this is the pain that we went through.
This was one of the shots I did, and probably the main one I did. This shot had basically everything. It had action, it had perspective, with like a run from perspective. Person high. They're going in the background, so then they get smaller, and then they get bigger when they come from the front in the beginning. They're also interacting with each other, because Skipjack is the whole Atticus. I will be completely honest, Atticus was actually harder to animate than Skipjack, because it was quite a challenge to figure out the physics with Atticus's arms and his limbs, just to see how he would move. But Skipjack is like jumping all over the place Anyway, oh, that's the next slide. Can you go back? Yeah, not done. So, yeah, I'm not. This was basically my whole semester project. I was working on this thing nonstop for almost the whole semester until the final week when we were comping. The best part was after I was done with these 2 cats, I wasn't even free because there's how many background characters? Like 6? Yeah. There's 6. Lots of credit goes to the rigging team who also helped rig all of them because I like animating, but I don't know anything about rigging, so it was really, really cool seeing these characters and being able to pose them and whatnot. So really give big thanks to the rigging team. So yeah, despite how challenging this was, deep down I was having fun because it was deep down. It was really fun deep down because I was learning a lot, and it was a really good experience challenging myself with this kind of shot. So yeah, but I will say I never want to look at these cats again.
Hello, I'm Deanna. Leana. I'm the other animation lead on Skipjack Atticus, and this is one of our many money shots.
Matthew for making the Mike Wazowski. Thank you. I love their film.
Shut down the machine and see if we can get audio going back into the room. So maybe it'll work, maybe it'll still be online, maybe not. Either way, we're going to watch the next cartoon very shortly. So. Have a drink, have water.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hello, hello.
Hello. All right. Hi, Dad. Thanks for watching. I think it's being reborn. Like a phoenix from the ashes. We'll be able to watch the next film. With audio in 4D. Are we still streaming? Are people saying bad things in the comments? So let's, we're going to pull down the director of the final film here, Mia. Mia, come on down. Mia, come on down.
Hi, Froggies. What do I say?
How'd you come up with this
yes.
cartoon and what it's about?
Oh God. This was literally a joke. This was a stupid joke. And I was talking to my partner Kyle on Skype. Kyle, who plays Barkley, by the way. And will be playing the titular role in the film you're about to see. Kyle was sick with COVID and was delirious and this was around the time when we were pitching, and he was like, so what if for your pitch you did like a fly that is gonna like fight a frog mafia? And I was like, that's okay. And then I did it and people chose it, and now it's a real thing that you are all about to see, which is insane and weird, but exciting. So you're about to see a revenge story with a fly going against a frog mafia. If anyone watching has children, this is when you turn off the stream. Hope you enjoyed all the other ones. Wait a couple years, come back to this one. Yeah, definitely turn it off. And stay if you really enjoy pure insanity. Yeah. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, folks, here we go. The final cartoon for tonight. Fly away, Froggy Boy. You're watching the Seneca 2D stream right here at Seneca Polytechnic. Boom. Boom. Do it.
It happens tonight.
This is Fly McPherson with your daily news at 9. A new report states that the Fly City power outages have been more rampant than ever these past weeks. It is under investigation, but the source is unknown. The Frog Father and his frog gang, the Croaks, crime has skyrocketed with more missing flies than ever. The most recent victim of theirs, Emil McFly, was beloved by the community and will be. A recent news report by our Dani and
The Fly Lease want the Frog Father. So do I. But for me, it's personal. I walk the dirt streets I've known my whole life that are tainted by the Frog Father's slimy grip. His reign of terror. Tonight, it ends by my hand. The Croaks, Frog Father's boys. They've grown too comfortable in this city. Now they've let their guard down.
So sick of working overtime. We lost half of our crew to that damn nosy fly. I don't get the big deal. Sure, the boss ain't his husband. What do you expect?
Lorenzo will handle it.
Lorenzo's dead.
And Alberto?
Got it like a fish.
Dante, where is McFly?
Boss! He's crazy! He's killing everyone! You're next, boss.
No! Boss! He's gonna kill us all!
Huh. McFly! Welcome to the Lily Pad Lounge.
We can skip the formalities. You know why I'm here.
I do, don't I? You're a little too good at your job, detective. You just don't know when to fly away, do ya?
Neither did your Croaks.
You thought getting rid of a few Croaks gonna stop somebody like me? I don't think so. This here, this is their replacement. Flies of Fly City are gonna come straight to me. Just like that little husband of yours. He was a sweet one, wasn't he?
Don't act like you know a thing about Emil! Over my mind like nothing else. I'm losing control.
Give in, McFly! Open your eyes.
How do you get rid of the light? By bringing in the dark.
You're no different than us, you know that? We're the same.
You know you can't fight fire with fire, right?
Emil.
You're a monster, pal. Just like me.
That's the only thing you've been right about.
Fuck you, McFly! I'm cooking like frog legs on fire! Melting!
Fly away, Froggy boy. Fly away. Emil, you were right. You can't fight fire with fire. But you can burn the shit out of a frog and watch him melt.
Froggies and flies. And some great voice work. Zub, what a frog father. Give it up for the Zub. All right, come on, you twisted weirdos. Get over here. Spill the story.
We will spill. I hope you liked it. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but it worked for all of us. Do we have to tell you to switch the slides? Yeah, you know what it's about, but McFly seeks revenge to avenge his husband named Emil. Haha, get it? By everyone just got it right now. My name is Mia. I was the director. Am the director? Was? Oh my gosh. Yeah, director. I was also design co-lead. Please go to the next slide. This film was a very interesting experience because, like I said, I went into it kind of as a joke. But then once all these amazing people signed up on it, we actually had to come up with a plot. So that was like a long string of months where we had so many days at school and we had like the whiteboard with each act and we were like moving stuff and like I think we did like 8 different scripts. It was brutal. It was brutal. But it turned out pretty good. So I'm really happy with it and it's just so weird and crazy and exactly what I think it needed to be. I was one of the character design leads, so I did the McFly turnaround, and I animated that shot. It was really cool to see the designs we make like become real, and then you get to actually animate them, which was really cool. One of the shots I did, I also did the croak rig. I never we have Alex on our team who's the rig lead, and we needed an extra person on the team to help rig, and I was the only one who volunteered, so I was like, all right, I guess I gotta like rigging, and it was a crazy experience. I also got to work on the board. The cool and scary thing about having a really small team is everyone does a little bit of everything. So designs, animating, rigging, and I did the whole Act 1 board, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll give it over to my production manager, Miranda.
Oh my God. Hey, I know how to run a production. That was actually planned. Anyway, hi, I'm Miranda. I'm the production manager and the object destroyer. I'm also layout co-lead, and I also animated a bunch of the frogs bleeding out and dying. Yeah, a lot of cheers for those. Thank you for loving frog death. Yeah, so my biggest challenge, I guess, as like a layout co-lead was like we wanted to recreate recognizable like noir settings, but using swamps and garbage. And I learned the importance of research because last time I checked, I don't live in a swamp or a noir film, even though Toronto kind of feels like it. So, oh no, Toronto moment. Anyway, but yeah, so these are like the ancient artifacts, like right in the beginning when it looked very much more of like a human setting, and so we kept having to like push it into more of like a swamp. I had to push it into a swamp. Anyway, but yeah, and it was a huge thing that played into the aesthetic of the film was like texture and stuff. So I was pushing a lot of like textured line art, really detailed line art, which I love doing, which is great, but it also takes a long time. So like I've won, but at what cost? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pass this to my other layout co-lead. Where is Anjali? Don't trip on the light. Don't do what I did.
Hi, my name is Anjali, and I was a part of the layout team. One thing that I worked on was creating the background paint style with Miranda. Yeah, so for the I'm sorry. For the backgrounds, I wanted to add like some texture to contrast our characters. I also wanted to play off the noir film vibe that we had and add some noise overlay on top of our layouts. And I also wanted to bring some color with like a green overlay. I don't know if you could tell. On the side, I have some of my favorite layouts that I did, and also some concept of the lounge design. Yeah. I'm gonna pass it off
to... Hey, I was effects lead and character co-lead. You can go to the next slide. So I mostly focused on Frogfather for the character design, just making Mia's vision come to life. For effects, I knew it was going to be a good time because it's like a little puzzle. Every time you have to come up with an effect that fits within the film's style. I didn't expect for it to be that much like coordinating, but it really wasn't a chore with this team. Like these guys were so great to work with. I'm gonna pass it off to Sarah.
You can go ahead and go to the, thank you. So yeah, I'm the prop lead, that's my title, but like everyone else, I had my fingers in all parts production there. I did the radio, designed the zapper, and I was on the effects team there, so I did the comp and fire for that crazy shot and blood, stabbing, fun stuff. And yeah, I was in charge of the color script too, so I got to go really ham with the contrast and all the crazy effects that I had to help animate after. And otherwise, I did the opening shot there and really found it interesting to try and depict the swamp, garbagey world for the first time and see what I end up with. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the work I did, and this team is wonderful. And if you ever make another film in the future, you know, sign me up.
Hello. I was the storyboard lead and animator for this project. Somehow I was the storyboard lead, but I remained spoiler-free for a while. I was so shocked we did such a good job. Yeah. This was not my favorite shot, but the one that hurt me the most. Because I had to redo it like 3 times. It was actually the first shot that I animated for this film, and this is where I learned that you need to follow the process. Yeah, you start with sketch, revs, thumbs, and you need to stick with the process or else you will be redoing stuff for a while. I actually did the cigar yesterday. But yeah, I actually really like this one, my stab. It was beautiful. Stab! 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 Yes. That is all. Julia.
Hey, I'm Julia. So I was one of the animation leads. I was co-leading with Dara, and also one of the storyboard leads with Harmon. And these are 2 shots that I enjoyed working on, and that I also hated working on. The one on the left, that was such a pain, because that was the most challenging for me, because it was actually a sequence of 3 shots where he jumps into the air, he goes into the camera, kicks the frog father, rips his neck out. So that whole sequence, it was horrible. It was horrible. Because it was so much animation and so much like perspective for like 1 second. But I did. I'm happy that I got to do that, and I'm glad. I'm thankful for the opportunity to do that. And the one over there, the one with the Monty death, that was my favorite to work on. That was my favorite. That one was just fun, you know. It has a little bit of the emotional acting, it has the lip sync, it has the crazy perspective, and only has 1 character to worry about. So that's why it was my favorite. Yeah. So I'll pass it off to Dara.
So you know your team's crazy when you have the shortest team, but you have the longest film. I think we're 8 minutes. Yeah. I just want to thank all the helpers, postgraduates and helpers of the film of this year too, helping with animation, because we wouldn't have done it without them. So I just want to give a huge shout out to them. Yeah. It was there was a lot of shots to work on, and we broke the rig way too many times. But in the end, I think it worked out just fine. And a huge shout out to Alex for making the rigs too. And me as well. Everybody on the team did pretty much a lot of animation, specifically in Act 3 too. And I know that Julia was speaking about the one shot that gave her a lot of pain. I'm actually responsible for that because I boarded that. But yeah, I think just in general, I think I can speak for for every single film. But no matter what skill level you're at for anything, be it animation, storyboarding, layout, regardless, you will walk away learning something about yourself and the people around you and how to work with the people around you. So it was a really good experience, and I want to thank my team for being so amazing and being a pleasure to work with.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the grading lead, and I'm also the comp lead. And you look fantastic. Thank you. Next slide, please. So I was responsible for the design of Monty, or the Croaks in general. Angeli created the variations, and Mia rigged it, which turned out very well. I'm also responsible for rigging both Frogfather and McFly, which was an experience because these guys are my kids and I love them, but they break apart a lot. And the only kind of saving grace is that they die in the end, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. But yeah, it's been a struggle and with some of their parts and making sure they move and seeing how everybody breaks them apart to like make the shots work. It's always been like amazing to see how people use them. And for comp, so we did it all in harmony, and for that was a fun exporting nightmare. But it turned out pretty good despite the freezings and sometimes crashing. But it turned out well, and I'm happy to be a part of this team and how everything turned out. Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Kyle. I do not attend this program. I am a professional Foley artist. I've worked on productions as Blue Eye Samurai, Pantheon, Last of Us, but I'm not kidding when I say this has been one of my favorite projects to work on. Just the passion that I've seen everyone on this team pour into this over the course of these 9 months carried through to my sound mixing, and I really am honored to be just a part of it, even if it's just for sound. Next slide, please, Barney. Thank you very much. So I was the SFX designer, Foley artist, and sound mixer for the film. So on the left there, that is basically the entire timeline, and there's actually more tracks here down below. So there's about like 50 tracks of SFX, I think 5 feet, 4 ambience, just a ton of different stuff. Also, I just want to shout out real quickly to the composer, Past Tense. They killed it with this film, and they made my job mixing their sound super easily. But on the right here, this is basically a breakdown of when Frogfather first shoots out his tongue. So to do this, first we had the incredible voice acting work of Jim Zub doing the frog tongue. And then I proceeded to abuse many vegetables to get the goo and the various tongue shoots out, as well as just getting noodles and getting that. Because Frogfather's hungry, he wants to eat McFly. And that was basically the entire process for the entire film. We were using sound as a storytelling medium, and it's how do we get it to tell and progress the story forward. So thank you again, everyone, for having me on this team. It was an honor.
I just wanted to say final thank yous. Thank you so much to this team. This was such a stupid idea, and you guys you grabbed my hand and we went sprinting down and to make this happen. Thank you so much to the voice actors. Thank you, Zub. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Nick. And thank you, Robin. You guys were awesome. I love those recording sessions. We scared so many next door classes. They had no idea what was going on. I feel really honored that this program allowed us to do this. And for me to work with you guys have been unbelievable, and it's been such an honor to have you guys help me make this happen, and now this is our collective baby. And Thank you so much for all being a part of its birth, I guess.
Beautiful, thank you. All right, well, thank you, folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching here. Thank you, everybody that's at home that's watching right now. Thank you, everybody tomorrow that's watching it again. It's been a wonderful time. We're going to play this again all at Coalesce coming up, so come out, check out May 2nd at Coalesce. You can hire these fine people at the Taffy Job Fair coming up in June. That's going to be a wonderful time, too. And I want to thank the special Anda for doing that and the special Zub and the Graves for doing the cameras. Another big round of applause from our media productions team putting it together. Thank you, guys. But the biggest round of applause to all of the students who put these cartoons, who put their souls, their sleep patterns in there. Give it up. That's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next time with the next batch of Seneca 2D students that are coming in, and next year we're going to have a 3D film as well. So it's going to be a pretty wild time. Final farewell to Werner. Give it up for Werner. And that's it. Thank you, folks. See you around the old Seneca 2D stream. I'm Barnabas. Woo!